Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the eTrailer Class 3 2-inch trailer hitch receiver. Now right off the bat, one of the main things that separates this hitch from some of the others is that the receiver tube is going to be a little longer. It's going to sit out a little ways past our bumper, and that's going to work really well for those folding accessories or if you have a very large spare tire. It's also going to have a matte black carbide finish. So not only is it going to look good, it's going to stand up really well to that rough terrain, and it's going to match that rugged look that our Jeep has. Many Jeep owners use their vehicle to do a little bit of everything. And this hitch is going to allow you to do that. So whether you're looking to put on a cargo carrier to haul around some extra gear, or use it for a bike rack, or even tow a trailer, this hitch is going to be great for those. This is a Class 3 hitch, so it's going to have that 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening, and it's also going to have a reinforced collar for extra strength. Now it has the standard 5/8 size pinhole. Now keep in mind, it does not come included with the pin and clip, but if you need one, you can find it here at eTrailer. It's going to have plate-style safety chain openings, which are round. They're going to be big enough to use just about any size hook that you might have. Now when it comes to weight capacity, our hitch is going to have a 350-pound maximum tongue weight rating. That's going to be the amount of weight pushing down on our hitch. So that's going to work perfect for just about any cargo carrier and those 1 to 3 bike racks. As far as the maximum gross trailer weight rating goes, that's going to be 3,500 pounds for the amount of weight pulling on our hitch. So that's the weight of your trailer plus anything you might be carrying on it. Now this hitch can be used with the weight distribution system, which is a separate component. However, if you are using that, the weight capacities do increase. The maximum tongue weight rating goes up to 400 pounds, and the maximum gross trailer weight rating goes up to 4,000 pounds. However, it is a good idea to check with your Jeep's owner's manual to make sure you can pull that much weight. Now if you do plan on doing a little bit of towing, I'd recommend picking up some trailer wiring. That way the lights on your trailer will match the lights on your Jeep. And as a bonus, it's really easy to install too. And if your accessories tend to shake around here in our connection point on them bumpy roads, and you want to eliminate that for a more sturdy ride, I'd recommend the Let's Go Aero anti-rattle hitch pin. Now I'm going to give you a couple of measurements, and you're going to use these to help figure out which hitch mounted accessories to get. From the ground to the top inside edge of our receiver tube opening, it's going to be about 19.5 inches. And you're going to use that to figure out if you need to get a ball mount with either a drop or a rise. Now from the center of the hitch pin hole to the edge of our bumper, those are going to be just about even. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the edge of our spare tire, it's going to be about 7 inches. And you're going to use those measurements to figure out if any folding accessories you might have can be stored in the upright position without contacting our vehicle. Now one thing I do want to point out and to keep in mind is that those measurements can vary depending on the size of your tire. Now when it comes to the installation, it's going to be very straightforward. You're probably only going to need to set maybe about an hour out of your day to get the job done. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and put it on together now. To begin our installation, we're going to be working right here behind our bumper in the center of the vehicle. We're going to have 4 holes that we're going to use for our attachment points. They're going to be right here, 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 and here. So how this is going to work is we're going to hold our hitch up in place and line up the holes in the hitch with these 4 holes, and then we're going to secure it to our beam using a bolt and a flat washer. So once our hitch is in place, what we'll do is slide it through, and then on the other side we can secure it using a flange nut. Now I do want to point out, on certain models you will have a spacer plate that's bolted in right here in this area, and you will have to remove that before you put your hitch into place. So now we can take our hitch and line up the holes with the holes here on our beam. Then we can take our hardware and just push it through the hitch and the beam, and that'll hold it in place while we work on the rest of the bolts. So now we can thread on our flange nuts to our bolts on the other side of the hitch. Now, since it is relatively tight here in this area, it can be difficult to hold that nut up there and get everything going. But I did find a trick. What we're going to do is take the open end of a wrench, set our nut in it, and then just use a piece of packing tape. What we're going to do is just loosely tape the nut to the wrench. Then we can hold that up there, line it up with the bolt, and get the thread started. Now I'm going to use that same technique to get the rest of the hardware going for the other 3 bolts. With all of our hardware in place and hand tight, now we can snug it all down. Now, using a torque wrench, we can tighten down all of our hardware to the amount specified in the instructions. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the eTrailer trailer hitch receiver on our 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.